My name is Mark Araki. I'm the founder and executive director of Impact Africa Network, which is an ecosystem catalytic accelerator program in Nairobi. I spent 15 years working in Silicon Valley in the startup ecosystem in the Bay Area. And through that process, I developed a very deep understanding of how startups are developed, the challenges they face, the strategies they use, and the tactics to move through the startup development lifecycle. Nairobi has the core ingredients to mature into becoming a healthy, robust startup ecosystem. A young, educated population, deep bench of technical talent emerging out of the local institutions, high levels of entrepreneurial desire, technology platforms, including the leading mobile payments platform that startups can build on top of and around. But there are still some critical gaps.
The startup world is quite interesting. It's not just about the money. It's also about the skill transfer that you put in with the people who are running these startups. And I think that is one of the things that has really made us slow down in our growth. We kind of thought, when we were starting, our thought was in the getting funds, until we found out that this is actually wasting our time. We're not focusing on the product that we want to bring out to the market. And I think that's the difference between all those other people that we've met with Mark. Mark, in fact, the first thing before we even start talking about finances is he really interrogates everything. He interrogates the people, strategies that you have, he interrogates the processes that you have, he interrogates the products, he interrogates the ecosystem in which your product is running on. He's quite, I'll call him an all-rounder in trying to define your business, which has actually, I can tell you this, 6 months ago, our thought process of our business and how it is right now are totally different. If 6 months we were thinking we were on a dual carriage, right now we're on a highway, on a 6-lane highway. So he's really helped us look at the big business from a much broader perspective, not just Nairobi or Kenya only. He's made us look at our business from an international perspective.
I met Mark a little over a year ago, and at the time when we met, it was a great meeting of minds. I was excited by his passion. I was excited by the way that he had, the questions that he was asking, and the way that he was approaching the problem was very interesting. And so it was really encouraging to hear that, we've had a lot of subsequent conversations, and to see him move back and the commitment that he came and he was really looking to understand the ecosystem. And the questions that he was asking at that time were, to me, the pertinent questions that needed to be asked around the ecosystem. Beyond that is that his passion is now coupled with a very clear understanding of what the issues are within our ecosystem, and being able to then bridge that gap and allow for startups to be able to move to another level and to scale up what it is that they're actually doing.
I have been working on this research that saw me speak to around 15 to 20 startups across, let me say, Kenya, and most recently visiting hubs all across, I'd even say, East Africa, trying to get a sense of what are the challenges that this very early stage startups are facing. And among a variety of challenges, of course, that they face, the one that kept coming up over and over again was access to information. Access to this information tends to be a challenge in terms of, is it widely available? Is it, what does it cost me to get to that solution? And most of the solutions that do exist, because they do exist, tend to always come with sort of a commercial aspect to it, and that can be a challenge for a very a pre-revenue startup or something that's in an idea stage, but it has great potential to become the next big thing.
I met Mark some few months ago, and before I met him, I was focused on building a good technology platform, and I was all over the place with the product. And I was having difficulty achieving traction because I was all over the place. There's this product, and it's doing so much. And what Mark came in and has been helping me achieve a product market fit and a bit of focus that then refines what WireWire is about, what WireWire attempts to change in terms of the market, and the value it brings to clients. so that I've had positive change in both the way I present Wire and the uptake of clients from my presentation of Wire and the value addition that it seeks to bring to their business lives and personal financial lives.
What Mark is doing is he's at the beginning stages of that phase 2, and the kind of work that phase 2 requires is as simple as being willing, whether as an investor or as somebody coming in to provide entrepreneur support, to roll up your sleeves and to go out there where the entrepreneur is and meet them where they are, right? Because that's one of the best ways whenever you're trying to make any changes, to go and meet the person where they are. And this is one of the things that Mark is doing. And this could be, I've seen him, get on his sneakers and go to deep in the middle of this really loud, noisy markets. And there's this entrepreneur sitting in this small, really small office in the middle of downtown Nairobi. And he's there with the entrepreneur saying, okay, what are you working on? How can I help? How can I help unblock some of the things that you're going through? And that's where there's a lot of value, and that's what Mark is doing, unlocking that and then providing the resources to unblock that faster.
Impact Africa Network is an ecosystem catalytic accelerator program designed to close these gaps. It's built on 4 pillars. The first is one-on-one consulting with entrepreneurs to help them identify a clearly defined path towards growth. The second is a startup school where we bring experienced entrepreneurs, local entrepreneurs, into a class-type setting where they can deliver their learnings and experiences with emerging entrepreneurs. The third is a mentor matching and network facilitation program where we ensure that the entrepreneurs in our cohorts are matched with the right resources in the broader business community. The fourth is a talent outreach program designed to create awareness amongst local professionals about this emerging, exciting new economy, thereby creating a warm pipeline of recruits for growth startups. The vision is in 10 to 15 years, be able to stand back and gaze at the city skyline and pick up neon signage of great African companies that we were able to help entrepreneurs develop right out of this ecosystem. Impact Africa Network is set up as a not-for-profit entity because there really is no business model that fits squarely with the work we need to do. We're seeking donors and sponsors from around the world to help us do this critical work. If you're interested in partnering with us on this exciting journey, email us on the information provided on the screen or visit our website for more information. We look forward to hearing from you.